As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyway, Spain's famously known for the potato omelette, known as tortilla de patatas. Today we're making a version that has no eggs, but tastes very similar to the original one, making a dish that everybody can enjoy because it's naturally vegan and gluten-free. We're talking a no-egg Spanish potato omelette. And let me tell you, this omelette is filled with so many great textures and flavors. It's made with basic ingredients, and the best part, it's super easy to put together. Folks, this is the perfect omelet for any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And if you serve it next to tomato salad that's been drizzled with olive oil and a kiss of sea salt, gonna have yourself a fabulous meal. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen. And they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients, like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes among so many of their great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a fry pan with a medium heat. The size of the pan that I'm using is 10 inches in diameter, which is 25 centimeters. And I'm going to add in 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 90 milliliters. Of course, you can use other oils here. It's just extra virgin is what's typically used in Spain, as it gives this omelet the beautiful lift of goodness. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to roughly chop 2 medium-sized onions. I'm using typical yellow onions here, but you can also use red onions or even sweet onions if you like. Then we'll add the chopped onions into the hot fry pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do it every 1 to 2 minutes, that way all the onion evenly sautés. In the meantime, I'm going to cut 2 pounds of potatoes, which is 800 grams, or about 4 medium-sized potatoes that have already been peeled, washed, and patted dry. Each one 2 small bite-sized pieces that are 1/4 inch thick, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. I'm using Yukon Golds, but you can use whatever potatoes you like. Okay, let's move back to the onions. After 5 to 6 minutes and they're lightly sauteed, we'll add in the chopped potatoes. And we'll mix them around, that way they're coated in the olive oil. And once again, you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do it every 3 to 4 minutes, that way all the potatoes evenly fry. While the potatoes are cooking, let's get our binder ready, which is what's going to replace the eggs to hold the omelet together. I'm going to add in 1 cup of chickpea flour into a large bowl, which is 120 grams. We'll also add in 1 cup of water, which is 240 milliliters. And season with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until we end up with a mixture with no lumps in it that resembles whisked eggs. Alright, let's move back to the potatoes. After 20 to 25 minutes and they're beautifully golden fried, they should be ready to go. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, just fry them for a couple more minutes. At this point, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer the potatoes into the bowl with the chickpea and water mixture. You want to make sure to reserve any of the olive oil in the pan. Season the potatoes with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And mix everything together until it's well mixed. For the final step, let's start cooking the omelet. I'm going to heat the same fry pan with a low-medium heat. And as you can see, I still have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil left in the pan, which is 30 milliliters. If you see that you need more, just drizzle some in. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the potato mixture. You want to make sure that the mixture is coating the entire surface and in a flat layer. And then we'll place the lid on the pan and go for about 6 to 8 minutes. And once again, important to be on a low-medium heat here, otherwise your omelet's going to brown too quickly on the outside and not fully cook in the inside. After about 6 to 8 minutes, it's time to flip the omelet. I'm going to remove the lid. And before I flip the omelet, I like to run a spatula through the outer edges, just to make sure it's not sticking to the pan. To flip the omelet, it's a very simple technique. You want to use a dish that's slightly smaller than the pan, and I did grease it with a little olive oil, place it over the omelet, and in one swift move, flip the pan into the plate. And slide the omelet back into the pan. And if you see that it's sticking to your dish, you just gently shake it to remove it, or you can even use the help of a spatula. And if you see that your omelet's a bit broken or has some cracks in it, you just push down on the mixture, and then compact it from the outer edges towards the center, and this will bring it back together. And then we'll place the lid back on the pan and go for another 6 to 8 minutes until the omelet's golden fried and fully cooked through. Once the omelet's perfectly cooked, this is ready to go. You can always pierce it with a toothpick just to ensure that it's done. If it comes out cleanly, it is ready. At this point, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer the omelet into a serving dish. And check it out, folks, our no-egg Spanish potato omelet is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and truly the kind of food that's going to fill you with so much goodness. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Check it out, folks, una tortilla de patatas vegana. This I can't wait to try. Here we go. I'm telling you, that is absolutely amazing. I'm such a huge fan of the regular tortilla de patatas with the eggs. This sits right up there with it. Amazing textures and flavors from potatoes and the onions and the extra virgin olive oil, taking it to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give this a try at home. Once again, perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And always next to tomato salad that's been drizzled with olive oil and some sea salt for an incredible meal. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barbitz, Clarence Bolin, Martin Giddings, and Aravinda Garimea. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.